Hi everyone, it's the Cracker Hacker here, and sorry for my long absence. I'm going to get this out of the way. I was terribly sick, I couldn't speak, and it's just been a crazy time for me this past month. So as you can see, it's been a month since my last upload, so it has been a very difficult time for me. So since making tutorials comes with a lot of copyright strikes and people complaining, saying how to report and stuff, I decided to make a video on just how to get every game for free. I will go into serious detail on how each crack works and how to download every game that you could possibly want. And firstly, I'll just go straight into it. Firstly, as I say in every video, you need to get uTorrent. Or you can use BitTorrent, or you can use any torrent thing that you use. If you're advanced in computers, you know what I'm on about. You can use any torrent thing at all, but uTorrent and BitTorrent will probably be the most popular. So that's a first, you need this. Secondly, you need daemon tools for only Skidrows and reloaded downloads. Or like I'm just staying with the main ones, like the most seeds, but I'm sure there's downloads that are further down in the download list, which I'll explain in a second, that might have ISOs too. But I know for sure that Skidrows and Reloaded have ISOs, so you can download this just to have it in case the game you download has an ISO file. You're going to need WinRaR, because there's games out there that are repacks. Repacks are games that are how should I say, the file size is smaller than an ISO file, so it's just repacked. It might come without sound, which means it would take a lot of file size down. It's just a smaller file size for repacks. So you're going to need WinRaR, which I'm sure most of you already have. And for those advanced users, again, you are going to have 7-zip or whatever you use. You can use 7-zip or WinRaR, whatever you choose. Now to the torrent sites. There is 3 torrent sites that I use. Well, 2 are the same for blocked purposes, but first is Kickass. Kickass is my favorite. It's the best thing that you could use. It has everything. Like, I use it for downloading movies, but anyway, this is number 1 anyway. I will leave all links in the description as well, as I do in every video. So if this site is blocked for you, then I'm afraid, like, there's ways around it using proxies. You can use UltraSurf, you can use a site like hidemyass.com and it will bring you to the site. But I think that HideMyAss, it doesn't really work for me, but I don't need to use it anyway, because my internet provider is only in my area, so it's not really popular. Second is the Pirate Bay. Again, this is going to be blocked for a lot of people. Aircom users, UPC users. I think Kickass was blocked on UPC lately too, I'm not sure. But this is the second option I would go for. It's pretty good. I just find this much easier to use than Pirate Bay. And lastly, for the piratebay.se users that have it blocked for them, go to this one instead. Go to thepirateproxy.net. I'm pretty sure it should be, if it's blocked on your on your internet, then that'll be a surprise. But just in case that they're all blocked for you, what am I doing? You can go to HideMyAss. It's a proxy, and you just enter the URL in here. So if I wanted to go to this, just copy, paste, and then HideMyAss. It doesn't really work for me, I said, but I'm sure that there's a lot of people who it works for. But pirateproxy.net is surely, I'm 90% sure that it shouldn't be blocked on any internet, considering it's pirate proxy. Like, so now once you I'm going to use 3 games as an example here. After that's pretty much the start of it done now. That's the basics out of the way. I'm going to use some examples here. I'm gonna go to, I have my folder open already. As you can see, I have 3 different things open here, but there's a Skidrow. I didn't get a Skidrow because Reloaded is pretty much the same. So no Steam, I'll explain that after. But anyway, firstly, I have Battlefield 4 by uploader called RG Mechanics, and RG Mechanics has very good seeders, and seeders are people who have downloaded the game who are uploading to assist your download speed. I won't go into detail about that, but you're going to download faster if you use RG Mechanics. And it's a repack, which means it's still 18 gigabytes, but if you were to download a reloaded file, it would be more than 18 gigabytes. If you were to download a reloaded Battlefield 4, it would be bigger file size. But if you go, I open the websites here too, and I'm gonna have the image here. Everything is going to be blocked for copyright. So okay, this is the site where I downloaded RG Mechanics. The file name would be that, but I just changed it to make it more obvious that it's a repack. And as you can see, it's a repack and it says RG Mechanics. And inside here, you just have a setup. And in a repack, you do not need to crack a game. And cracking a game is where you just copy files to overwrite the existing files in the install, so that it doesn't say you need to buy this game or error or something. But this repack is just run setup and play. That's easy as that. I hope I explained that okay. Secondly is, I'll go back to this in a second, reloaded. And a reload, it is where you need daemon tools. As I explained earlier, it's an ISO file and it's a disk image file, but if you right click it, it is an ISO, as you can see here, .iso. I don't have daemon tools installed, but you're going to have a different icon here, and all you need to do to install an ISO is double click it. It will mount like a CD drive and it will come up here. And then you just go inside that file and you'll have a setup, and you just run setup and it will always be setup. If it is an exe file in the mounted files, then don't run it. It's always setup. If you have any questions at all, just put them in the comments and I'll answer them. And if it's for any specific game, as you can see here, if you download it off Kickass, make sure you send a screenshot. I'll leave my Skype name in the description. You can add me on Skype, and I'll know the files that you have as long as you screenshot me or give me a link to Kickass and I can see the files in it, and I'll tell you which one to run. But Reloaded is there to help you anyway. If you go, every Reloaded has a reloaded.nfo. And to open a .nfo file, you just I haven't opened it as a default thing yet. I don't know why it's opening with that. But click open with, and I'm going to choose Notepad. You can choose Notepad++, you can choose Genie, you can choose any Java editors or anything at all. Just open with Notepad, and it's always mixed up like this. But if you scroll across, you can see there's number 1, right? Number 1, I think that's number 1 anyway. But let's keep going. Oh look, it just says it here. It just says WinRaR, burn or mount the image. So what it means by burn or mount is mount it with daemon tools and will open like a CD drive. Run setup, and also when you mount it, there's a file in there. You need to crack Reloaded, which means there will be a crack file. There's files in there. You just copy the files in the crack folder, and let me just do this. I think I wonder will it leave me mount. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's not leaving me mount. So I'm not going to show you how to mount it, but if if you are badly stuck and you don't know how to mount, I mean, that shouldn't happen. If it's Daemon Tools, once you have it installed, you just refresh this page and it will have a different icon here. Double click it and it will mount like a CD drive. That's all I can really explain. And there's a setup and a crack folder. And you run setup, you install the game to wherever you want on your computer. There's a crack folder. You go into the crack folder, you copy the files, go to where you install the game, and then overwrite the files in the install directory where you install the game. Overwrite the files that you copied from the crack folder and paste them to where you install the game. That is as simple as that. And I'm sure if you've seen my tutorials, if you're subscribed to me and see my tutorials, you will know how to do that. So lastly, I just left this in here for no Steam. No Steam, if you want to play multiplayer, I'm not a big multiplayer guy when it comes to cracking games. I like to buy games. I've over 40 multiplayer games bought on Steam, so because I don't want to go to the bother of getting multiplayer when I prefer to buy it and have all the servers. You don't have to browse through servers and join custom servers and download this and download that texture pack and this texture pack, and I just prefer to buy multiplayer games. But if you do want to go to the trouble of getting multiplayer games, go to a site called nosteam.ro. This is a no Steam. That's just because I've ad block on. It's telling me to get rid of it, but I'm not going to. But let me, you can see here it says no Steam multiplayer plus single player. So you have games, these games here are all available for multiplayer if you want to go to the trouble of following how to get it, which I wouldn't even advise it. It confuses me because I just didn't want to do that. But here are all no Steam single player games. Loads. I'll leave this link in the description as well. You can just download anything you want. But these are just multiplayer, and these are the only multiplayer games, not these ones. So that is that one explained, and that is all I can really help you with. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, as I said already. And I'm not going to go through it again, I'll just confuse you, but I will leave all the details in the description. I'll leave all links in the description, and if you want to go back over the video again and listen to it 10 times if you need to, and get a grasp of it, and so you won't have any problem for the future and get whatever games that you want. Because I for now, I'm not going to be uploading any more free games. This is going to be my only video explaining how to get free games. For copyright purposes, but I will upload, probably next week I'll upload a video on how to download any movies for free, albums for free, but I won't be doing one by one tutorials on how to get them. I'll just be doing it in general like this one. I hope I explained it okay. I'm not very good at explaining when it comes to great detail, but I did the best that I could, and if you could like the video, I would really appreciate it. And if you made it this far listening, then thanks very much for listening to me rant on. But that is it. So you'll see, I'll probably in the next 2 or 3 days, I would advise you to watch my tutorials if you want to get any of them that I already have, or if you want to look over them. Just like you could compare this explanation of how to get games to the videos that I've already uploaded. But in the next 2 or 3 days, I'm going to be deleting all of them. Like, I'm not on YouTube for money, so I don't care about views or anything like that. I just want to keep my channel. That's it. So I'm going to delete all my videos, and this will be the only video explaining how to get free games. So that is all I can really say. I'm not going to continue blabbering on, but thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, again, thanks so much. Please do like, and everything's in the description. Leave a comment if you have a problem, and that is all. So thanks guys for watching, and women if you're watching. Thanks everyone for watching, and talk to you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.